Okay, video. That's the gate. 231. Slow down. Okay. So this is basically cuts the property in half. A little more that side maybe. That side. That building is David's. He built it. First he asked for $5,000. I was like, you can build a house for $5,000? Heck yeah! What was that sound? That was weird. And then he came back and said, nah, my dad said I better ask for 10. I'm like, you better ask for 10. So that was his 10. Supposedly they said on the loan, Daddy wouldn't ever give us that much money at once unless he passed away. So I've said on the loan, but I haven't heard from David in over a year and a half now. I don't know what happened. I had to pop the lock recently this year. I don't know. To see what was going on in there, really. And then he had stored all his stuff in here, my building. Excuse me. I lived in that for 2 years in Granbury. 2.5. Neat little cabin room with no facilities. So we got all of his stuff out of there and put it in David's building. This is the used tractor I found for sale. Just driving around one day, going to the bank. She works good. I don't know if I can make it down here to this creek. That's a water tower. That's the well. Billy built the shed. Billy did all of this. All David did was his house, and we ain't seen him since. What is that sound over there? So, water tower, and that goes on top, which will run water downhill for where we need to get it to. I don't know. I don't know if I can do this. I usually don't. Because I just hadn't felt too good lately. I'm fine. I went and had doctor checks, everything. Get off me, something's on me. Crap. Billy's been getting this wheat hay for them. Billy does all the big animal work. Hay, water, feeds them, comes over, does whatever. I don't have to deal with big animals. I don't know where they are right now. That's Billy's 10,000. I spent it for him. I found that and bought it and had it here, and because he thought he could build a house too. I'm like, I don't think I like that idea for you. You can add on to something. It's a turd. He said all he cared about was getting a turd. Okay. So it's all sand. So I mean solid sand. I can grow something for just a little while, and then it figures out that there's nothing in the soil, and it does. So there's the property line all the way over there. Yeah, they do prop planes like you were doing over us here. I hear them cutting off the engine all the time. I was wondering, that's Billy's junk pile, if you had gotten your pilot's license. And there's the creek. Oh my gosh. Billy's tried to put a bridge right there several times and it washes out. The only time there's water in that creek is when it comes a deluge, and it does that, you know, sometimes. And it goes right over all of his stuff. There's a culvert down in there. But he cut all this out with the tractor. He almost did part of it by hand, and I said a prayer that we needed a tractor around here so they don't have to use their back and hands so much. And I found one. It popped up. And they couldn't believe I wanted to buy a tractor. Oh, gosh. That's the rest, the other half, and it's all flat pasture. Hi, Benji. Be fine for growing stuff, I expect. I don't know. That's the creek. It's dry, dry. All the trees. I couldn't believe it. This whole place, man, was covered in briar and poison ivy because it was raw. I mean, completely covered. You couldn't see in here at all. And after we bought it, so that's the creek. That's crazy the way it looks. After we bought it, after about a year, I wanted to take it ag so I didn't have to pay taxes. And we fixed it to where it holds ag animals, the donkeys and the goats, and they keep it clear. So it's a pretty good trade-off. Yeah. So I'm not going to the other side. And all the trees are really big. Not all of them, but lots of them. And there's Benji. She was Newbie, but after she'd been here for a while, I changed her name to Benji. Okay, I'll talk to you later. That's 7 minutes. Wow. Bye.